Hello and welcome to another episode of Making It Work for You. My name is Ben Hecht with Christo IT Services, and the topic we're going to be covering today is public versus private hosting solutions. When making investments in IT, it's important to understand the options available for hosting your server infrastructure. Because we are a Microsoft shop, I am a bit biased towards hosting servers in Microsoft Azure, but any of their competitors are equally good options. There aren't many positives to focus on when it comes to a private cloud or co-location deployment, in our opinion, so let's talk about the weaknesses they have and why a public provider will make more sense. A private cloud might be something offered by your current IT provider or one of their partners, where they are responsible for hosting your servers, and these servers could be located literally anywhere for all you know, as long as the location has electric and an internet connection. You could technically host a private cloud in a basement or a closet or wherever. Oftentimes, you don't have a server dedicated to just your company, and your server hardware could be shared with other organizations using the same private host. Scaling your business is more difficult in the private cloud because you're potentially limited to the hardware that is offered by the host. If you're a stickler about fast connections, network speed and bandwidth can also be limited from a private host unless they're providing dedicated circuits directly to your server. If your company is looking to maintain a certain level of compliance for whatever industry you serve, a private host server deployment might not meet all of the security standards that are required by your compliance guidelines. While the monthly cost of using a private host is usually extremely affordable and competitive, you should remember that the migration costs to and from a private host are usually very expensive, as if you want to ever leave that host, there's no quick and easy way to do it. A different way to host your server environment is to host using a colocation center. Colocation means that you are still responsible to purchase and maintain your own server and network equipment, but you're just letting someone else use their real estate, bandwidth, and electric to host your systems. Colocation is possibly the most expensive option of the three because you have to buy or lease your equipment and pay someone else to host it for you and still employ a managed services provider or an in-house IT resource to manage the server. Firewall, backup, imaging system, disaster recovery, and lifecycle management still falls in your company. Server colocation centers will also require your resources to spend time and money on travel expenses going to and from the center if there's ever any hardware issues. Just like a private host, network speed and bandwidth can also be shared with other companies unless they are providing you with a dedicated circuit. Quite honestly, the only thing that is a downside, in our opinion, of hosting in the public cloud is that it works out to be a bit more expensive when doing a 5 to 6 year comparison plan on either an in-house physical server or the options we cover today. One of the biggest differences, though, is that after you move to the public cloud, you'll never have to pay for another server migration or replacement project again. Allowing Microsoft Azure or AWS or Google to provide infrastructure as a service means that you're turning your IT expenses into a manageable, predictable, perpetual licensing model where all of the hardware, operating system upgrades, bandwidth, electrical backups and redundancies, and most of the compliance requirements are handled by a single monthly payment and managed by the experts behind the platform. Scaling your organization is as easy as clicking a button to add more processing power, RAM, hard drive speed, graphics, graphics processing power, and all you have to do is expect your monthly bill to increase a bit. You're also working on your own dedicated server that would not be shared by any other organizations. Not to be confusing, but you still do need to have an IT resource in-house or a certified MSP build these environments for you and secure them properly and manage the environment. Your team will have direct management of the environment from a dashboard and will have a direct line of support with your public host. And pointing fingers goes out of the door because you're not dealing with the different levels of a data center. What you're really investing in is your company's productivity and operational safety that keeps your company functioning in any possible scenario without limitations. You'll be in a scalable, available, manageable, flexible, and reliable environment that will never let you down. Increasing your monthly operational IT budget to protect your company with all of these features that enable top-notch remote solutions for your business should be an easy decision to make. Please remember, you can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. And lost productivity of an organization is never worth the few dollars that you're trying to save by doing things as cheap as possible. My name is Ben Hecht from Christo IT, helping you distinguish between the public and private hosting solutions at your fingertips. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me at the number on your screen. Thank you for watching.